Good morning, guys. Christmas Eve day here. Christmas came a little bit early. We're going to do a little product introduction here. I've been waiting for this to happen for a very long time. I was dreaming about it even when I pre-ordered the Grenadier, thinking and pondering who's going to build an actual proper lift kit with adjustable arms and track bars and all of that. And I'm super grateful that MetalCloak, of all companies, decided to take this project on. I've been familiar with their products for a very, very long time, probably over a decade now, with coming from the Jeep community, the rock crawling community. They just have really super bitchin' stuff, super high quality built stuff, thoughtful, and their Duraflex joints offer really good articulation, high misalignment, and also excellent ride quality. So you don't necessarily have to sacrifice. And they know what they're doing. Plus they're a little blingy, which I don't mind. Actually like it. They're well known for their gold zinc coating, corrosion resistance and all that. So let's take a look at what comes in the kit if you order it. So here we are. For those of you from the Jeep community or rock crawling world, you guys will know exactly what these are. These are adjustable control arms and adjustable track bars. So look at how pretty they are. It's like a Christmas tree. But I absolutely love MetalCloak stuff. Super solid. This stuff is not going to break. This is like 1 ton quality, 1 ton size. But I've got these sorted here in order so you can see. I'll kind of talk about each one of them. So these are the rear lowers, rear uppers. This is the front track bar. This is the rear track bar. These are the front uppers, and these are the front lowers. So all of these arms are designed with specific bends because of the geometry of the suspension. So see how that's bent in a certain way. And the mounting points, like the bracketry, is super beefy. Look at that. That is just beefy. It's trussed and everything, so no risk of bending or prying off or anything. This is like stronger, well stronger than the factory stuff. And look at these joints. These joints are insane. This is really what they're known for, these Duraflex joints. They're rebuildable, serviceable, all of that. You can just order the replacement parts if you need to. It's just super cool. And see how these are bent in a certain way? They line up perfectly with the bends and the angles of the factory suspension. They just give you a little bit of maybe a slightly longer arm and adjustability. That way you can recenter the axle under the vehicle once it's lifted, both afterwards and rearwards, as well as midline with the track bars. So this front lower, this is typically what you're going to use to center the axle within the wheel well. That's going to be your placement of your axle. And then these front uppers, this is how you're going to adjust your pinion and your caster. You can do it with both. It just depends on where you need the axle to be placed, because there is some limitation where the axle can be because of the pitman arm and things like that. So when you install this, they give you starting points, starting measurements, and then you go from there, because each individual rig's going to be different. They're going to weigh different amounts. The springs are going to sit differently, so you're going to have to fine tune it to your rig, which is great, because there's no one size fits all in these rigs. So you really adjust the pinion angle here. This is what I was really excited about because, as you guys know, I have that custom drive shaft that I'm trying to get, some of the harmonic vibes to fully go away. I don't know if that's possible, but we're gonna see, because now that I have this adjustability, we'll get this installed, get the axle centered, get the pinion angle to match the output angle, and hopefully that vibration goes away. If it does, then winner chicken dinner. We've got our solution for the weak Arzeppa joints. So yeah, see these bends on here too? See these jam nuts? These are just like these massive jam nuts. It's just amazing, the quality of work. The build quality, it's just phenomenal. Here on the track bars, so these are what are going to allow you to center the axles midline under the vehicle. They give you starting points, starting measurements for that as well. But what you'll have to do is go install it, jounce the car, which basically means, lower it down to the ground. Don't tighten everything fully. Bounce the car up and down and try to get it to sit at where its ride height would be, and then take your measurements of where the axle's sitting. Then you can go back and fine tune it, or if it's dead on, then you tighten up your jam nuts and you're good to go. The other cool thing is they include the capture nuts, or capture washers. That kind of locks that washer in place so it doesn't spin. It's kind of cool. Oh, and that's another thing here. Check this out. So this is cool. Some people will like this and love it. Some people will not like it. But these washers, I've been kind of yearning for that too, because coming from the Jeep world, caster bolts are horrible, in my opinion, because when you start tweaking and articulating the suspension, if there's any space for anything to move around inside of a hole, it will wallow that hole out. So caster bolts are kind of like a, what's it called, an eccentric bolt or concentric bolt, something like that. It has like a half side cut out and lines up with a certain washer, special washer. Here, you can see it over here, right there. So you can adjust that, and that's great and all, because that gives you the ability to tune in your caster. So it's good for alignment. It helps with aligning things so the car drives better. But it can be wallowed out when you go off-roading or loosen up or whatever. So those washers, see there's these two little grooves here. Those guys, that washer that's offset, that's how you adjust the caster and lock it in place. These eliminate that. They fit in there square right in the center, so that no longer happens. At least that's what I believe that's for. Haven't read the instructions yet, but I think that's what that's usually for. I've seen that in other Jeep kits as well, so that'll be cool. Eliminate that kind of failure point. What else do we have here? So these are the rear uppers. See how they've got these little attachment points? I believe those are for like the lines. That's like really thoughtful, they include mounting points for the lines. So you just mount it right up instead of having to zip tie it. That's really cool. Again, angled perfectly, perfect geometry. All these things come with the bushings or the sleeves that fit inside of these joints, and the control arm mounts. So it really eliminates a lot of the wear and tear that can happen that then would give you loose joints, and then give you like that wobbly kind of unplanted feel. And then these are the rear lowers. So I mean, this is a really, really well thought out kit. I mean, it's just like the Jeep kits, so that's cool. Really simple install, I think, if you're mechanically inclined, you know. I think because the starting point lengths are probably a little bit longer than factory length, you'll have to probably do at least 2 of the joints at one time, or 2 of the links rather, at one time. So like the front uppers and then the front lowers, because the length is going to be different. I originally was thinking, oh, maybe I can just swap one out at a time, but I'm not sure that's going to work due to the differing lengths. So I'm super excited to get this installed. As you guys know, it's Christmas. I don't know if I'll have time to work on it until the weekend, but super excited to get this guy in, get it dialed. The alignment will now be able to be done with the adjustability of the control arms. The tough thing about that is finding an alignment shop that will actually touch the control arms to properly align it. I've ran into trouble with that with Jeeps in the past, so a good thing to do is, you know, start with the starting point that MetalCloak provides, take it to the alignment shop, get a reading, see where it's at, and then make some adjustments if they won't do it for you, and then bring it back and have them take the readings again, and then also drive it, see what it's going to feel like, and then you'll be able to give them a little bit more guidance on what you need. So super, super cool kit. Excited to get it in. I know a bunch of you guys have ordered them as well. I like to do things myself, install things myself, so I know the rig, I know each and every inch of it, know what it's capable of, know its weak points. So this is exciting, because hopefully I can get that drive shaft dialed in, and if so, then you guys are going to have your solution for a drive shaft. Won't have to worry about those things grenading anymore. So let me know what you guys think, if you guys are planning on ordering. I got the swaybar disconnects as well, but I went over those in an earlier video. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know if you're ordering them, have ordered them, if you've got questions about install, things like that. I may not be able to do an install video because I think it'll slow me down, but we'll see. I might just do a write-up, take some pictures, post it on the forum, something like that. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, guys. Merry Christmas, happy holidays.